What's up, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome to the Gander Outdoor RV Duels, or whatever it's called this year, because the duels keep changing every single year, it looks like. Review. And I'm just going to say that these are going to be pretty short, because the duels were kind of boring. Let's start off with the first duel. This duel I thought was pretty boring. I'm not going to lie. Not much happened in this race. Basically, by lap 2 or 3, they were already on the high side. Single file train racing. Then we had some action on pit road. And then a bunch of people pitted. And a couple guys stayed out. The Chevy cars stayed out. Jimmy Johnson, Bubba, Chris Buescher, Byron, William, which, by the way, Byron stayed up there. I'm surprised he stayed up there as long as he did, but he eventually went to the back. We got 5 guys, the 5 guys stayed out. And then a bunch of guys pitted. And then a couple guys got speeding penalties. Keselowski got a penalty for whatever reason. I guess he was out of the box. And then we had the only major thing that really happened in this race was, so Jimmy got into Kyle. I'm going to say that he got into him this time. Not intentionally, of course, but he got into him. But unlike last time, he actually took responsibility. He actually apologized for the incident. He said, "I apologize for the incident. Did not mean to wreck Kyle. I was just trying to make a move. My car just got loose, and I got into Kyle." Well, I don't know if it got loose or anything, but the draft, you know what that means, side draft and all that, but whatever. Yeah, Jimmy got up into Kyle. There's no denying that. Basically, that's the only major event that happened in this race. And then we're back to single file racing. Pretty much everyone's just singing single file. Dinosaurus tries to do something to have some balls to try to do something, but everyone else is just standing on the top line. Because we can't do anything because we're a bunch of pussies. But anyhow, we stay on the top line, and then we come to the white flag, and then moves are finally starting to be made, but it's too late to make a move. And they make a move down the backstretch. Paul Menard, Stenhouse, trying to make a move. And Bubba Walsh just makes his way up to the front, almost makes his way up past the guys, but he finishes like 5th in the race. And in the end, Kevin Harvick was able to win the first duel. Granted, we don't know if he actually won the duel because he's not sure if we're past post-race inspection, because I believe the inspection rules are being used for every single race. Not just this race, but the duels and all that. Yeah. So the first duel, won by Kevin Harvick. Grass Harvick. Alright, now to race 2. This race was actually more intense more interesting because there were actually more people up in this race that I had a shot to win. You know, Logano. A bunch of other guys were in this race that I was like, Anyhow, so Bowman leads early, then he drops back because of the pit stop. Now, everyone comes to pit road except the Fords. The Toyotas and the Chevys pits together. And basically, you think that these guys, like Harvick would, get an advantage, right? Apparently not, since they decided to stay out, basically, for another lap. But they were able to get an advantage. And they were able to get the lead for most of the race. And this race went green from the beginning to the end. There wasn't a caution in between this race. It was actually a pretty straightforward race. No cautions. So, basically, in the end, we come to the white flag, basically. And Chase Elliott. Let's give him some Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott props. They were having some balls tonight and trying to do things. But no one else was trying to do anything because they were actually acting like a bunch of pussies. And weren't doing anything on the racetrack. So basically, this race ended up being won by, Chase Elliott. Basically, the race ended up going naturally. Chase starts making a move. No one wants to do anything, of course. Like, no one wants to do anything. And then we get to the white flag, and moves actually start being made. So Logano and Blaney go to the bottom, and they try to make a move. And guess what happens? They yank a move together, they get enough of a run, and Logano and Blaney are both able to pass. Well, Logano is. Blaney, I don't think he passed. But Logano, he's able to pass, and he's able to clear him, and Joe Logano wins the second duel at Daytona. Grass Logano on the win. He's going to start 4th. No. He's going to start, I think he starts 4th in the duels. No, Daytona 500, excuse me, sorry. He starts 4th in the Daytona 500, unless he fails inspection, which he'll probably go to the back. Damn sure. But anyhow, let's go through the go or go home. So As you know, Tyler Reddick and Casey Mears are locked into the Daytona 500. The first race, basically, it seemed like Kligerman and Truex were the two were going to have to try to race in. But if Tyler Reddick got in front of these two, Ryan Truex to get in. But unfortunately, Kligerman is able to pass with help from Kyle Busch, of course affecting his chances. And in the end, Parker Kligerman locks himself into Daytona 500. Also, Tyler Reddick locks himself into the Daytona 500. Now to race 2. And this is pretty crazy, the start of this race. So, we're on lap 5 of the race. And we're already battling. Brendan Gaughan and Joey Gase are already battling side by side. Like, pretty intensely. And this is actually, I think, the highlight of the race. The night. Was these two battling really hard for the spot. We haven't seen this in a while where the two guys trying to make it in, battling. Casey Mears going to try to make it in because, of course, you know, he's trying because he doesn't want to tear up his equipment. I don't blame him one bit. But basically, in a sense, Brendan Gaughan ended up holding off, basically ended up getting into the Daytona 500, and the two drivers going home are Ryan Truex and Joey Gase. I wanted Truex to get in. Gase really, yeah. I wanted Ryan Truex to get in. Sucks he didn't get in, but it is what it is. I'll give you my opinions on the races. My grade for race 1, 5 out of 10 at best. Not a good race at all. Really, the only thing that made it exciting was the caution. The caution and the pit stops. The second race I give a 6.5. It was a little bit better, but still the same single file training shit we had most of the time. We actually had a little bit of racing in the first one, but not much. The second one we had more racing, which that was fun to watch actually people try to move on the inside because the raid race interesting. Anyway, that's the duel review. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on so you know you're notified when a video goes live on my channel. Please share this out to your friends as well so we can get this channel rolling and popping up. I want to get to 25 subscribers very, very soon. I want to get there by the end of Daytona 500. So please share this out. Thank you guys for watching this video. And I'll see you guys for the truck review, which that might go out Saturday morning because I've got to work tomorrow at Burger King. So keep an eye on for when that goes out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.